Hello and welcome to another video. This is our 19 plate Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross 4 with the automatic CVT gearbox and super all-wheel drive. The car is finished in lightning blue metallic, really stunning colour. The car is only covered 5,227 miles from memory, with full Mitsubishi service history. The car was on a service plan with Mitsubishi and just 2 owners from new, and the last owner is basically going into a company car, which is the only reason they're changing the vehicle. Now we're going to take you around this car. This car is top of the range for this model. It has so many options, I'm worried that I'm going to miss some of them. The bodywork is absolutely beautiful, and it's a really sharp, dynamic looking car, this. And like I say, it's a 1.5 petrol, so very economical. I'm going to come in close now. All of the cars here, as you know, if you watch all the videos, or some of the videos, they all get the same detail, attention to detail, and the whole bodywork has been machine polished panel by panel to take out any little scratches caused by washing the car with your sponges and little bits of grit. Now there are no stone chips of any subsequence on this bonnet. It is absolutely clear. In fact, there's the tiniest, if I can even get it on camera, it's not even a millimetre. I don't think I can even see it. Where is it? Ah, there. It's the tiny, wincy little tiny chip. See that? The tiniest of tiny. Come out, try and keep it in focus, you'll see just how small it is in comparison to the bonnet. And let's just come out a bit more. Now we've got the engine running, which we don't often do, but it's so quiet, it was just easier because we've set the phone up to show you the Android and Apple CarPlay inside the car, so I can't do it from my phone. So we're borrowing Darius's phone. And just look how beautiful this car has come up. Now we've got front and rear parking sensors. We've got lovely bright LED running lights. We've got lots of black gloss trim, fog lights at the front, headlight wash. It may even have high beam assist actually on this car, but it's all in beautiful condition. There are 360 cameras on the car, so there are cameras underneath the wing mirrors and rear camera. All of the black gloss at the front, all the way around. It's absolutely, it's not far off being like new. In fact, nobody will tell you, but new cars do sometimes get little bits of damage from delivery that has to be rectified afterwards. So you could almost say it is as good as new, apart from the 5,000 miles, of course. But condition-wise, it's stunning. We've even got heads-up display, keyless entry, lovely diamond cut and black gloss alloy wheels, all with matching tyres. I'll just come down and show you the driver's side front alloy. Runs on Yokohama tyres. All of the black trim around the wheel arch, down the side of the car, all lovely, not had any paintwork. We've got panoramic roof at the top, all slides open. Button on the door handle there for the keyless entry. All the door edges beautifully and clean. No chips. Again, look at all the plastic trims around. Tyres have got lots of tread on. Rear alloy, again, like new. A really dynamic, a modern looking car. And then we've got this glass panel at the top, and then this is a glass panel below the red light. And as it says on the back here, super all-wheel drive control. So what that means is a button inside the car and you can run it on auto for the four-wheel drive, gravel, snow. There's a few different options. See how lovely and clean it is. There is a very small indentation just there, but it's so minor, and you wouldn't want to paint a car in this condition for a tiny little thing like that. It's nice to keep everything original. Obviously it's come out for 3 years old, so it is 3 years old now. And that little thing hanging down at the back there is one of those anti-static things, I think, but we could take that off if you didn't want it on there. Say, all down the side of the car, beautiful condition. All around the petrol flap, which I think is on a release on the inside. Unlike the BMWs, you can just push them and they open. We come up onto the roof. No bird dropping marks on the roof there, so it's been... In fact, this car was covered and from new, I think, with the Lifeshine product, which is a liquid carbon to protect all the paintwork, and it's worked really well on the car. All the plastic trims, all in lovely condition. There was a little tiny dent here, and our dent man has taken it out. And if I just show you, he is the best dent man in the world. There is nothing there at all. How they manipulate these little dents out that people get on their cars is no mean feat. It's not as easy as some people think. I know someone who's training, and he said no dent is ever the same. It's a work in progress to learn how to do that job, to do it well. So what a lovely looking car. A great size, because it's not too big, but it's very roomy inside, and it's just got such a great build quality. We come up onto the windscreen, it's very clear, there's no peppering, as you can imagine. We've got a heads-up display that pops up when you start the car. Okay, so let's take you inside. Oh, just point out, I've got to do this as we're going around the car. We've got blind spot monitors. Now, these are very hard to get to work when you're just in the car, but there's a little image here. So when a car comes up on the outside of you, before you change lane, it will glow orange or red to warn you that there's a car there. So near side front door card, all in lovely condition. We've got the leather with this nice orange sort of coloured stitching. All lovely and clean down at the bottom here. And really nicely put together, this car. Very sturdy. You can tell by the way there's lots of curves and things to give it strength. All of the door shuts all the way around. Now, while it's here, because I'll move this out the car, service book, serviced 1,947 miles, 2,780, and then in February this year at 3,000, I think it's a 3,918, or it might be a 4, it's a bit hard to tell with the handwriting there, all at the Mitsubishi main dealer. So if you bear with me, I'm just going to pop that while we pan back out on the table over here, out of our way. Okay. So we've got a phone just in there on the seat at the moment. Now the leather, just lift the phone up out the way for a second, is a really nice quality leather. It's not stiff, it's supple, comfortable to sit in. You've got a lot of support on the bolsters, good size headrests, and you can see the sunroof up there, airbags, and then you can see that we've currently got Darius's phone is an Android, but I've drive mine and it works well with Apple CarPlay. Just plug your lead in down in one of the USB ports there, and all of your apps come up there, so you can use Waze, etc. And then the beeping noise is because the car's running. This is where you just lock the car or unlock it, but obviously it's running, so it won't lock at the moment. Look in the back. Door card on this side, all lovely condition. And the door shuts. No scratches, no damage. I'd say beautiful condition. All the way up and round. The backs of the front two seats as well, there's no damage on there. And then I've just noticed we've got a little 12, yeah, it's a 12 volt socket there. Nice leather in the back. Centre armrest, fold down headrests. And I believe, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it one-handed, but these seats, they pull forward to give you extra boot space. So while we're here, we'll lift up the boot. And you can see, let's just move this out of the way, that you can make a bit more room in the back. I believe this all comes up. We've got plenty of storage under here. We've got a compressor, tyre inflation kit, locking wheel nut. Not even scratched under here. And then we've got a sound system, which I will give you the name when we go to the front because it's written on the speaker. We've got a big bass speaker in the back there. And this obviously all pulls out like so. Whoops, do that afterwards. And then we've got that extra window there, which has also got a heating element in. No damage down here, apart from that little indent that I mentioned earlier, which has not broken the paint. The rear camera, whoops, just there. So slide this seat forwards again, backwards, just like you would with a normal seat, the bar at the front there. Come round the other side, let's just get this back to focus, there we go. Sounds like we've got a budgie in the car. And the door card on this side, there's a very, very minor, it's not even it's just the tiniest hairline little mark there. Oh, there we go, let's get focus again. No damage down here. All lovely and clean. All the door shuts. Let's keep this in focus. All the way around, whoops. Clicked on the wrong button. And then again, no child seat marks on the back. So all in really nice condition. Let's split the sunroofs up there. Okay, let's have a look in the driver side. Just point out again, no scratches. All the panels beautifully straight, not had any damage, paintwork. So we've got folding electric mirrors. Now on this car you can set it so it folds them in automatically. We can do it manually. Electric seat. You'll see from the video if the other one was electric, I'll be honest with you, I missed that. And then we've got buttons galore, being top of the range. Let me just come in. So I think this bottom one that's lit is sonar for the parking sensors, start, stop. We've got collision button just here. And then moving to the left, we've got lane warning, so it'll vibrate the steering wheel. And then I believe that one there might be for the heads up display on, off, and the brightness. And then if I show you the heads-up display, a bit hard to, you can just see it on the screen there. I'm just gonna find the button. That's what it's for. You can see that we can adjust the height of it. So we can adjust the heads-up display up and down, and then basically if we were, let's see, so that's your heads up display. Let's shut the door actually, let's just zoom out. 5,273 miles. Now on the steering wheel here we've got speed limit control, cruise control, which is also adaptive using this button here. So I'm going to get this in focus. There's your speed limit control, so you can limit the maximum speed of the car. Cruise control, and if you see the lines in the top box, when I press that button, you can select how far behind the car in front you want this car to stay at. So you don't have to keep adjusting the speed, and it will just use the radar to keep it there. And now we've got buttons on this side of the steering wheel. Now these from memory work the screen up on the left. We've got paddle shift, gear change. Now I'm just going to show you up here. So for example, Waze, your mapping, and because it's touch screen we can use the Waze really easy. You can select when you want to see a police car. Look, that button there I wanted. But what we're going to do, so you get the gist of it. There's all the apps on there, and you can scroll down through them, and you can see the weather, for example. I think it's using Google to do that, but we're not going to wait for that because the last video was over 40 minutes, so we don't want to do another one of those. So let's come out of there. Right, now the control pad for all this, I'm not used to the Mitsubishi, so you're gonna have to bear with me a bit. You've got a home button, apps, audio, and like a touch pad, so it's sensitive, and it's buttons. So let me just get the climate control temperature down and get this on aircon because I am boiling. So temperature, where's the fan speed? It's there. Let's just get a nice breeze. Sorry, we're out of focus. So we can either use the touchscreen up here, and using the pad you can just slide your finger across. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you've worked out how to use it, you can just slide across like so. There's a Jewish, can't even say the word at the moment, Jewishal. Vehicle settings or settings, touchpad control settings, sensitivity, etc. I've got a back button down here. Let's go to vehicle settings. Keyless operation system, once or twice to press the lock, etc. You can adjust your wipers, your lights, security alarm, turn signal, door locks, air conditioner, others. We won't do others. iPod, USB, Bluetooth, or your DAB, apps. We haven't got the phone connected at the moment, so we'll come off of there. And then obviously this is your home page, which I think it's on now. If you press apps, yes, you need the phone in for that. Audio, let's cancel that for a second. And then you can change the screen for the audio, but we won't go through that because I'm not so quick with this system. I have to work my way around it. And then if we come down here, we've got dual climate control, all nice and neat. You can synchronize the temperatures as well, so take that off. You can, if one of you wants to be cooler than the other, we can synchronize them. You've got an economy mode for fuel economy. There's your 2 USB ports. It's obviously got a blank in there. It's not had a smoker in the car or anything, but a storage space. Heated seats. This is the super all-wheel control. So if we come back up here at the top, I'll zoom in for you, you'll see it's on auto. I'm just going to turn that cruise control off. When we press it, we can go snow, gravel, or back to auto. So basically it will adjust the settings to do with all the traction control and everything, when how it engages the cruise control. We've got the blind spot monitor signal down there. Lane tracking, which has just come up at the top, or lane warning signal. We can set the collision warning, middle, near, far. We'll leave it on far. And this is the pad that I was talking about, and it's sort of like, it's like a button, or you can just slide your finger around on it. We've also got auto brake hold, cup holders are all lit up. We've got some storage space in here as well. It's quite deep, so quite handy. There's a lot of reading, it's probably in different languages, but there's a very, very thick owner's handbook in here. There are 2 keys with the car as well. And if we go into reverse, we get the 360 view all around the camera, which is brilliant. And then the rear camera there. In fact, you can see even on the 360 view, let me just move that. It's going to show you if you're going to collide with anything as well. Let's just get that back to center. Now, if you're not in reverse and you're driving up to a junction, there is, where is it? It's here. It took me a while to find this button, because it's not a very good picture of a camera, is it? I don't know. You tell me. When you press that, that will bring up the cameras. You press it one more time, that's showing you down the side of the car. Now, I'm not too sure. I think it's just that near side that it shows. It shows you just down here where the camera is actually giving you the view from. So you can, there's no excuses for curbing alloy wheels, which is probably why they've not been curbed. Okay, so we've got our automatic gearbox, like I say, 1.5 petrol engine. And just move Darius's phone again. Really nice. Let's try the now we've got 2. So we've got electric blind button. Now I'm not too sure if the one at the back is a manual one or a, so that's the front. There's a button just up here for the people in the back, so they can adjust their blinds separately. The one up here, excuse me, for the blind, and then we can open the roof fully. In fact, I think it is one touch, or maybe not. Oh yeah, it is. There you go. Or we can have it in just the up position. Mirrors underneath the visors. Whoops, saw me then. I always like to stay behind the camera. And sensitive rear view mirror. And as you can see, that window at the back, let me just move out the way. As you can see, I'm using my iPhone 13 Pro, and it does give really good clear footage, which is what we want. Now I'm going to open the door and open the bonnet, and hopefully Darius is going to come over so I don't have to struggle one-handed the bonnet. So make sure we've got it in park. Jump out. We've got the air conditioning on, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn that off because it's making the engine let's turn that. I think I've turned it off. Thank you, Darius. And then we'll come just shut the door again. Okay, so that's got it in focus. Beautiful and clean. There we go. Very quiet engine. Really surprised by this, but we've got the booklet for when these cars, you know, from the brochure, should I say, for when you were choosing what you wanted. And this is the 4, like I say, so it's got all of the options that they did on the car. All beautiful and clean up here as well. I mean, if you're looking for one of these, I think this is the lowest mileage one in the country. We've priced it as competitively as we can. And I'm really pleased that we bought it because it's such a lovely car. Now I've just realised Darius has gone and I've got to put the lead down, the stalk down. I'm just going to bring that down, and then when you get to about here, just drop it down. You don't want to be pushing the bonnet down. So a fantastic, small but large car, if you understand what I mean, with all of the options you can think of. Absolutely everything. I had to sit in the car and go through it before we did the video, just to sort of get my head round how much was on the car. If you've got any questions or there's something I've missed out, please just give us a call. We've got some fantastic warranty packages. You can take up to 4 years now, and the policies that we can supply, the extended policies, are very similar to the main dealer, franchise dealers, and if not better in some instances. Very affordable prices. So if you're taking out a PCP or hire purchase, you can cover your car for as much as 4 years. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. Please give us a call with any of your questions. Look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye.